they're using magic! They're using magic against us! Beware! Enemy magic! Spell! Enemy spell!
It's a brutal era of endless war, and Prince Tyrion, champion of the Everqueen, will fight to defend the fabled elven homeland of Ulthuan from the endless attacks of the never-ending forces of evil.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the SFO Prince Tyrion campaign. So far, we're not real far into it, but we're doing pretty well, I think. We have finally consolidated our first province. It took a little bit longer than it normally would in vanilla, which is all by design, of course. And we have since then launched a war over here against Count Noctilus. We have taken Val's Anvil and Tor Sethai. We managed to ambush Prince Noctilus himself in a battle in the previous episode, which was really, really good for us. It eliminated at least one of his main armies. He probably had, of course, he has this one right here, but he probably has another one. I'm guessing, you know, wherever the heck his home is here. I forget exactly where that home island sort of Count Noctilus is at. But anyway, you catch my drift. He's probably got another navy on its way over here. But in any case, we've got this one right here bearing down on us. But I think This little force that we've got here, plus that tiny little garrison, is probably enough to hold him off if he should decide to attack Val's Anvil. Quite frankly, I almost hope that he does, because we can then catch this army in between our two armies. Also, then, we are starting to move Tyrion up this way to threaten Avathir, which is probably, I think that's the last of the settlements that he's got here on Ulthuan, so that would be nice to kick his bridgehead off of the mainland here. So anyway, that's going to be the goal for this episode, is to continue to fight Count Noctis, hopefully take Avathir, but we'll of course have to react to whatever he does. So anyway, I guess I think I ended right before doing an end turn, so we're going to start this episode with said end turn. I'm just kind of refamiliarizing myself with the situation. I don't think there's anything in particular that I need to do. We can't really afford to recruit anything else. The recruitment is so expensive for us, but it's fine. We've got a bunch of crappy units anyway, and at some point here in the not-too-distant future, I'd like to start improving the quality of the units that we've got in our armies. We can make do with what we've got right now, and at least for Prince Tyrion here, the spearmen and the archers are thematic because he does provide benefits to them. He's got an upkeep reduction for them. I guess really that's the only main... Yeah, that's really the only main benefit that he provides is that. Great Warrior, yeah, he does do also the recruit rank for the Gate Guard and the Lothern Sea Guard unit. So maybe we'll start getting some more Lothern Sea Guard or something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. So let's go ahead and, like I said, end our turn and see what happens here. I'm getting started here later at night than usual, so I'm heavily dosing myself with coffee. This is my last remaining vice. I think I've gotten rid of all my other vices. Well, unless you consider playing video games a vice, which hopefully you don't. Otherwise, why would you be watching this channel? Okay, that's the fleet right there. That's what I was interested in. Okay. Alright, so that is going to make it a little bit more challenging for us then to threaten Avathir. And he's also doing recruiting right here, so that army has definitely grown, which is a concern, so maybe we are going to need to be a little bit more defensive for the time being. We have an offer here for a non-aggression pact with Illyrian. Now, the problem is Illyrian is still at war with Tiranoc, and I'm trying not to get involved in any High Elf wars. We want to be the altruistic leader of the High Elves and not really be fighting any of the High Elves. We're actually already trading with both of them. I'm going to cancel this, or I'm sorry, decline it. And our map is currently upside down. Okay, Sword of Cain Claim. That's a little bit of a concern right there. But it is what it is. It's far enough away from us that it's not an immediate threat. Okay, so what did he... He's up to 15 here. He's got... These units are not great. Bloated Corpse, Scurvy Dogs. Yeah, this army, the animated Hulks are a little bit stronger, but they're certainly not a spectacular unit. He's a level 6 Lord. I still feel like we can continue to win that. Now, he could also be joined by this army, and that's the bigger concern. What would happen?
Not this time. Not this officer.
That army is also not a huge concern, although it is a level 10 Lord. Let's see what level that hero is in there. Level 9. Okay, so it could be a little bit risky for us if we were to switch to this. Oh, we can't reach it. Can't quite reach to attack this turn anyway. Okay. Alrighty. Well, Tor Sethai is certainly not capable of defending itself right now.
I am honored.
We can't get into the water to help launch an attack. Never mind, we couldn't reach with either army to attack them if we wanted to, so we kind of are almost in a position where we have to wait for them to come to us, which is a little bit less than ideal. But it's okay. Our economy, meanwhile, is really looking quite good right now. I do want to get both of these settlements improved, but here's where this is the backbone of our empire right now, this province right here. This is where our money should go towards investment. Okay, obviously this is our public order here is incredibly good. This is going to help our economy even more. We just need a little bit of time to get enough growth to keep leveling these up. Not to mention level this one up. But I think we'll level each of these 3 up to 3 before we bother to level this up to 4. Do I not have any? Oh, I don't have any military buildings built here. This barracks building over here in Tor Sethai is literally my only military building right now. Okay. All right. Well, it's no problem. What we can do is,
Master of Magic.
I think we will probably try to catch them off guard. If I put him in ambush stance, there's not... I mean, it worked once before, but I can't imagine... I mean, it's got a very low probability of working again and again. I don't think I want to move up this way. I run the risk of getting Tyrion attacked by both of these armies plus that garrison.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
I could move a little bit closer and be prepared to attack it next turn. Don't exactly know how strong that army would be. If both of those armies attacked us, could this one join as well?
Can't be done.
Yes. Yeah, in march stance he could get all the way up to here. Okay, so we could get attacked by all 3 armies if we're not careful. So we'd better be reasonably careful. So we're going to put him in ambush stance, not because I do this an awful lot, not because I expect ambush to work, but rather so that presumably they can't see where we are, and they move their armies accordingly, and hopefully in some type of a compromised position where we can... we always want to be in a, in a strategic situation where we can, or an operational situation where we can hit one of their armies with multiple of ours instead of the other way around. So if he lands here and maybe tries to bring this one down and lays siege here or something like that, but doesn't actually attack right away, that would be ideal, because then we could bring Tyrion down and we can use our armies together to attack his armies. So that's kind of my hope. Now you, at this point, we probably need to continue to grow this army. So let's go ahead and give him... Oh boy. I guess we're just going to give you more spearmen for now. Maybe 2 spearmen and 1 more archer. Is there any reason... I guess there's no reason to not go ahead and start recruiting. Oh yeah, no, these... I've got to remember, these high elven archers actually are better archers than these. These guys are better defensively. They've got the armor, and they've got the armor-piercing missiles. But that's not super important right now against low-tier Vampire Coast units. And the range is better on these archers. The missile strength, the non-armor-piercing missile strength of these guys is better, and their upkeep is lower, of course. So let's do this. So we're going to have 4 and 6, and then we've got the Eatane Sea Guards as well, who can help out. So we'll keep trying to grow this army. Certainly we want him to
At
be
Tyrion's decree.
in more capable of defending Vol's Anvil if they decide to
Not
keep
this
trying to
time.
attack, or if they decide to
Servant of
attack
the
that.
king.
And Tyrion, yeah, you're just getting a little bit of replenishment, but for the most part, you're in pretty good shape here in terms of defending Tor Sethai. There's nothing to do over here. There's nothing we can afford at this point. Let's check our diplomacy out. By the way, I just want to make a sort of an observation. The reason why we use the SFO settings that we use to sort of, make the game last longer, so that, again, I've mentioned before, I'm kind of hoping to get at least 150 turns of the game feeling competitive, which is very, very, very much longer than regular vanilla Warhammer. Anyway, the reason that we do that is for exactly this kind of situation. You don't want the game, or at least I don't want the game, to be nothing but nonstop aggression. And so here's an example where we're having to back off, and the nonstop aggression move would be to continue to press on to Avathir, and we're just not in a position to be able to do that because everything just happens a lot slower. There's just more strategy involved in a campaign like this. Okay, all right, enough said about all that. Back to the diplomacy. We've actually got trade agreements with everybody except for Kothik here. Let's go and check our...
Defender of the Phoenix Throne.
Okay, again, these are the two who are at war with each other, so we don't really want to get bogged down in relations with either one of them, although Tyrion at this point still looking very, very bad indeed. They have only the single settlement. They are down to no military to speak of. Illyrian,
Protector of Elthwan.
they don't like our trade agreement with Tyrion. They don't have any feelings whatsoever towards our relations with anybody else. How much would they
Defender
give
of the
us?
Everqueen. What requests would you make of the Phoenix
142.
King,
It's not really worth
guardian
it.
of the-
I certainly don't want to be an enemy of theirs, and if they do wind up finishing off Tyrion, they hold the cards for sure. They've got these three. This is all they need to do. And yeah, Tyrion is clearly not in any position to rebuild an army right there. So Tyrion is in a hopeless state. Tyrion, we may as well consider them gone at this point. All right, we're going to go ahead and do it. Hopefully this doesn't backfire. I don't really see how it could. We're going to go ahead and
Behold the majesty
do a
of the
non-aggression
Phoenix
pact in
Court.
anticipation
Now,
of
to business.
them eventually finishing off Tyrion, and I don't think they would be likely to go to war with Alariel the Radiant. Let's just check before I do this. Let's just check, because this is more about being thematic, by the way, than it is about functionality here. But I just want to make sure that we're not going to befriend them and then have them go to war with Alariel. So we're going to take a look at the intrigue at the court and see what the relations are between Illyrian and Avalorn. Okay, it's not bad. We can spend 6 to increase their relations. We've got plenty of influence right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Plus 20. So they'll be improved here in a short period of time. Let's just go ahead and see how things are looking between Safari and Illyrian. They are improving, and they're improving quickly, but they still have a long ways to go before they're going to be willing to stop fighting each other, probably. But still, I'm going to go ahead and do this in the anticipation of needing Illyrian in the long run to fight against the enemies of the High Elves. We're going to go ahead and do this.
Behold the majesty of the Phoenix Court. If you wish.
Obviously, we're not doing it for the money. We're doing it for the improved relations. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead then It would be nice to get this done. This would get us an extra 3,600. Well, I've already moved away from it, though. A second front, that we'll re-recruit our lord that we disbanded a couple turns ago as soon as we can. We have a lot more researching to do, and we have a lot more recruiting to do. Do I want to get another lord over here? Maybe instead of waiting for... Who was it? This guy, Xarian. Not available for 3 more turns. And he's got a bad... Well, it's not the worst. And he's level 5. But I could go ahead and recruit a different one. A different lord and get him over to like right here and start recruiting into his army. Because we definitely need stronger armies now that we can see how strong Count Noctilus is. What about an archmage here? Oh, I can't afford an archmage. I could afford a prince, though. Dangerous. This is melee attack, enables sundering. Okay, so this... He'd be good in melee. Dragon Wield. This is upkeep for dragon units. That's long term. Upkeep reduction for a lot of units right there. That could be good. And that's only 25 influence. Let's look at the princesses here. Dashing. Not super useful right now. Exemplar. Also not super useful right now. Brisk. The whole army is faster and has a reload time reduction. That's really nice. Let's go ahead. Of course, if I do this, I can't actually afford to start recruiting with her yet, but I could move her next turn. I could move her up to the edge here and get her recruiting. Long term, we probably want to do that. Nah, I kind of like having the extra money right now to be able to do the upgrades as they pop up.
Magic in purest form.
I think we can make do with these armies for at least another turn. Alright, let's go ahead and... Public order is looking great. Yeah, let's go ahead and end our turn and see what happens here. Alright, Avalorn, can we please get you to... Nope, we're still not going to get you to take back this region. That is so frustrating. Yes, I realize that they took this Phoenix Gate, but they need to take this settlement back. And here we go. Okay. Oh, can he make it all the way down there? No, he can't. Okay, this is good. This is what we wanted. Obviously, this is not an ambush. But we should be able to win this, right? We do need Tyrion. He's almost 2 minutes before he'll be able to come in. We need to survive with this army for 2 minutes and then get Tyrion into the fight. Okay. Well, let's do it. And then we also need Tyrion. We need to not only win this fight, but we need Tyrion to have enough strength to go help out in the fight down there at Val's Anvil. Alright, Tyrion is unfortunately going to be coming in the side here. Alright, let's go ahead and set up maybe back here. I think we want them to be able to see us, but have it take a while for them to get to us. Let's go ahead and Just do like this. Obviously, this is not much of a force back here. And then we'll move into the trees in order to kind of merge up with... Although these... I don't care if these units get wiped out even. The strength of this battle is in Tyrion's army. All right, let's go ahead and do this.
By your command.
I think maybe... Let's go ahead and anticipate them... Yeah, let's go ahead and start moving into the trees here, like this maybe. I don't love having to fight uphill, though.
Very well.
Okay, I'm going to speed up a little bit here, but not for too long. Still, we should be okay in terms of getting... Alright, move forward. We want to be able to shoot these fell bats. The trees are a little bit in the way, but we want everybody shooting these fell bats. Come on. Open fire. There we go. That's good. Yeah. Let's get you over here. Let's get all three of you continuing to fire at them.
Quickly now.
It will be done.
They're moving out of the way. This is an interesting tactic that they're doing right there. Okay, here comes Tyrion's army. We're almost in. We want you guys to stay... Okay, reinforcements have arrived. That's good. We want you to stay right there where you can help shoot. You can charge those scurvy dogs. Okay, this is interesting now. Yeah, keep shooting those fell bats for now. And meanwhile, you're needed like this. Here they go. They're coming around behind over here. Okay, all of you guys here. We need everybody forward here. Okay, let's get you on them. The bats should be disintegrating, I would hope, at this point. Let's get you helping out down there, and then let's get these three archers. Let's get you guys headed over this way. We should be able to take on those scurvy dogs with our melee. You guys try to shield them. Okay, how are we doing over here? Everybody here. Okay, let's get...
Destroy them.
Not you. Let's get you back. But we definitely... Okay, let's go ahead and start trying to get some units in on these guys ASAP. Start shooting. I don't love all the shooting in the trees, but it's kind of unavoidable right now. So we'll slowly try to get set up a little bit better here. Alright, you all kind of come forward like this. Silver Helms, let's get you. What do we have? Yeah, you get on them, actually. Alright. Right here, the archers. What are you fighting? Gunnery mob. This definitely get them on that. Okay, right here. Yeah, you're on them. That's good. Let's get you guys here. Let's get you guys kind of back. I don't want my archers to be my front line for sure. Okay. How are we doing over here? Let's get you three moving forward now. These spearmen were running away. That's bad. Okay, we want you guys shooting them back there. You guys shooting them. You guys shooting them. You guys try to get in on them. You guys on them. Yeah, all these trees are definitely going to be a bit of an issue here. This is bad right here. I don't want these archers fighting in melee, if at all possible. We should be just about done with all them. You guys get up that way. All right, back over here. First of all, actually, our silver helps. What are we doing here? Oh, you guys are probably fighting the spearmen there. Not spearmen. What are they called? Oh no, you're just fighting. Yo, they're pole arm deckhand mob. Okay, all right. Over here, how we doing? You guys. I want you all to continue to take them out. I want you down here to help him. You guys can try to fall back this way now. Actually, you can turn around and try to shoot there. We've got the enemy lord over here. At least we're finishing off those scurvy dogs. Okay. Tyrion, what are you doing, man? I need to get you involved for sure. Let's get you up here. You're fine. I think we're doing okay here. Let's get you guys helping out there. Let's actually get you over here now. I'm actually feeling pretty good about this now all of a sudden. I think we're doing okay. You need to get up here. You guys over here. You guys need to be shooting at him if at all possible. We should have this taken care of. You two. The critical binding. I think we're okay to win there. How are we doing here? You guys on them. You guys charge down there. We should be winning up here. Silver Helms, let's get you back. No, this way, actually. Let's get you guys forward. But they're just about wiped out there. That's good. Let's get you guys right there. You all can be, like, right here. We're doing okay down here. Let's move you closer, though. You all... Yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Unless he's got more units that I can't see yet. Silver Helms, have you finally gotten away from there? Yes, you have. Okay, this is looking good. We're definitely overwhelming him over here. That frees you guys up to hit them back there. Enemy Lord is dead. Excellent. Okay, that should just about do it. Should, I think, just about do it. Are they disintegrating here? Disintegrating. Yep, okay. Alright. Hurry up and disintegrate. There we go. Pretty successful battle overall. We only took the army that mattered, the army where we had to limit our casualties was Tyrion's, and we only lost 100 elves total. So that looks really good. I'm really surprised it's telling me a close victory, because that sure felt like better than a close victory. But yeah, we wiped out that entire army with still accomplishing our main goal of keeping a lot of strength here in Tyrion's army. So that's good. The replenishment is only affecting the garrison, which is probably not super important. We're going to take the treasury and the influence again.
Grant us our freedom.
Oh, of course, his army survives. I keep forgetting that the Vampire Coast can do that. Their daggone armies keep surviving these battles. We're going to have to fight them again to finish wiping them out. At least that one is sailing away. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. Retreating back to Avathir. Okay. We could probably advance on Avathir now safely.
I am the heir of Anarion, and I bid
Tyrion is not going to like the fact... Yeah, we're not interested in an agreement with you. You're pretty much not long for this world. Scourge of Cain. As we continue to move, you know, further to the north, we also need to be aware that we're going to start running into our other enemies. So we need to be prepared for that. We need to move slowly but steadily and make sure that we've got our defenses built in the areas that we're leaving behind. Okay, anyway. One of the princes of Tyrion has perished whilst hunting. He was a forthright and well-liked fellow, yet known for his streaks of arrogance and foolhardiness. His death is a terrible loss to the Tyrion nobility. Well, I've got bad news. There's a lot of terrible losses for the Tyrion right now, who hold themselves rigid with the starch of past glory. The Phoenix King and Everqueen are, of course, invited to attend the burial rites, yet how they participate is discussed with much fervor amongst the court. Okay, so we can get influence and actually speak at the burial, which gives us an increase in our upkeep for Chariot and Lothar Skycutter units, none of which we have. So that would certainly be functionally very useful for us to gain some influence here. It also feels appropriate thematically, but let's just look at the other options here. Attend but say nothing. We would lose influence, but we get improved relations with Tyrion, which is pointless. Shower Tyrion with praise. We gain more influence, but lose treasury. And do not attend. We lose. Okay, obviously, we're not going to do any of that. We're going to do speak at the burial. Okay. Let's go ahead then and go through our messages, but then figure out what the heck we're going to do. Our trade agent gained a rank. That's good. I have to remember that he's not long-term intended to be staying in the army. He must be in this one right here.
High Elven Archmage.
So he gained a rank without fighting any battles. I think we want to give him Assassinate. And speaking of which, we could assault units. Don't think we really need to do that. That army...
This officer.
Master Mage.
I kind of feel like we want to wipe this army out.
Alariel's champion.
At least we now are in a position where the vampiric corruption is gone, so we can move freely in our own territory without suffering attrition. So that's good. What we can do then is we can move you to here.
Forward.
First things first, Michael, do a save game. And then let's go ahead,
Master of Magic.
launch an attack here. Is there anything we want to do before launching that
Magic
attack?
in purest form.
I don't think so. We're only one turn away from being able to do an upgrade here. We might want to switch this over to this. I'm probably going to want to keep improving this for now. I have no heroes to recruit. I'm one turn away at 197. If I changed this, I should still be in a position to grow. Okay. All right, yep, let's go ahead and do this.
High Elven Archmage.
He's going to retreat, but it's fine because he can't get away.
The Reaper.
And now you move to here.
Trained by the White
Actually,
Tower.
I just realized. Let's move.
Seeking a trial.
Let's go ahead and launch the attack with Tyrion.
Can't be done.
No reason to launch the
Servant of
attack
the
with
king.
our other lord. Okay. Don't think there's really... Let me just check our magic items and ancillaries here. So we don't have any free ancillaries, but we do have a Sword of Might that we could give to somebody. You've already got a weapon, and none of you should get a weapon because the trade agent is not going to be in battles very often, and obviously the mages, we don't want
Shield
them to
against
get
the
melee
darkness.
anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and
For my
hit.
queen.
Decisive victory. We've got a banner here. Speed and Strider. I'm going to give this to... Actually, I could give it to you. Your speed's 38. Tyrion. I was going to say, I'm going to give it to the Silver Helms. I think I'm still going to give it to the Silver Helms. Take a look at the battlefield. Probably lots of trees again. This is good. There's fewer trees, which get in the way of our archers. Okay, quick save. Now we're going to have to go towards them because of that, the mortars there. But that's fine. We can survive a couple hits from mortars. I just realized they have almost no front line. Their only melee infantry are the whatchamacallits here, if I can find them. Well, I can't even find them. Anyway, it's not important. Well, they do have the they've got the scurvy dogs, which we need to be careful about. But what all this tells me is, let's go ahead and set up. Well, I don't need to go into checkerboard formation because they're not gonna hit us hard with melee. Let's get you guys over here on this side, and one of you over here on this side. Rest of you all. We'll do a very thin front line because I'm not too worried about their melee. You guys back here, you back here for now. Their mortars cannot reach us to begin with, I don't think. The range of these mortars. It's a little hard to see, but yeah, nope, they can't reach us, so they're going to have to move towards us a little bit. We'll see if they do. If they don't, we can stay and wait for our reinforcements, but we don't probably need them. Let's go ahead and start the battle and see what they do here. They are not moving towards us. Okay. As long as those mortars can't reach us, I'm going to speed up and wait for the reinforcements to come in. I think maybe we'll right before they come in, we'll go ahead and start here with our deploying over here. So this formation, we can start to move a little bit more like this.
Very well.
Again, you
Spearman. It shall be done.
you all, let's get you a little bit more cleanly in front of those archers. And here comes the reinforcements. Now, what we're going to do with you guys is we're actually going to pull you over here. We're going to hit them from two sides. Keeping an eye on these mortars. As soon as those mortars Okay, actually, I can't keep an eye on the mortars. I can't see them anymore. Let's go ahead and get... We'll go ahead and just put you guys all on 1, put you guys all on 2 for now. It's fine. So Team 1, you all can start moving forward here.
I shall.
Team 2, actually 1, go ahead and walk until we're within range of the mortars. What's going on over there? Bloated corpse. Okay, that's a big deal over there. We want all of you all here on Team 2. We want you guys to move forward and shoot that bloated corpse. You can try to draw him forward, actually. Just try to draw the bloated corpse forward.
Master of sorcery.
Northern Sea Guard. Serve the king. We will obey.
Okay, back over here. Okay, we're now entering
Champion of Alarion.
mortar range, so let's go ahead and start running.
It is done.
Yep, okay, they're shooting at us over here, but the bloated corpse is not coming forward. That's annoying. But it's fine. It's a numbers game at this point. I don't want to take more casualties than absolutely necessary, but as long as we don't lose any units, we should be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and get you doing something.
Making my way.
Where's the mortars at? Is this them? No, yep, right there, okay. Let's try this.
Lakoi Soraya.
Followed by this.
Menlui. Araya Menlui.
And then they're gonna... Oh, holy cow, they are doing a lot of damage. Okay, archers, you guys need to take out those scurvy dogs before my wizard bites the bullet here. Alright, how are we doing over here? You guys all need to move forward here. I've lost track of the... lost track of the bloated corpse.
Look out! Enemy smells! The wind turn against us! Enemy magic! The winds are turning! An enemy wind is past! They're using magic! They're using magic against us! Beware! Enemy magic! Spell! Enemy spell!
Nope, he's right there. Okay, that's good. Alright, how are we looking over here now? We should be shredding them. This should just be a matter of time.
Acknowledged. Beloved. Ancestors.
Okay, yeah, our archers are doing good work over here. Let's go and get you guys over here. Tyrion, let's get you moving forward. In fact, Tyrion can get on those mortars now that I don't want my wizard to move forward anymore. Let's get you guys maybe headed over here. We should be taking care of business over there. That's fine. Okay, you guys need to get in on him. You need to get on him. You guys need to back up. You guys need to shield them. Let's try to get you guys over here like this. We should be in okay shape over here. Let's go ahead and get you guys forward now as well. Tyrion, how are you doing here? You're on those mortars. That's good. You can go ahead and rampage now if you want. Okay, over here, we need to take him out. Over here, we need to start turning this way probably.
At once. March. Swiftly. For duty.
Okay, you can keep on them though. You can shoot them as well. You guys need to turn around like this.
Quickly now.
You guys get forward. Okay, over here. Looks like we're taking care of them. You took the most damage, but you're fine now. But at this point, you can probably go ahead and debuff them.
Scython, hear me.
Buff them.
Ephua, bend
Yeah, that's
my
good.
way.
Right here. Oh, they're in our arch.
As you say.
Just now realized
Without fail.
these scurvy dogs are in our archers back here. That's a problem. You guys get on them. You now try to get in on them. You guys need to start shooting at them.
Serve the king. Archers.
Okay, now I think it's pretty much taken care of. Let's get you guys hitting them from behind. You guys should be shooting into them, so they're not going to last long.
Finish them.
We should be able to take care of these guys over here, hopefully.
Archers. It shall be done.
Take care of them.
Sinner.
Okay, I think this is just about done, Tyrion. You finished off the mortars. You guys, I don't think there's any more units back there now. This army over here looks like they're done. This should just be a matter now of finishing off these last few little fights. Archers should be able to do good work against those units. There we go. Silverhelms took a little bit of damage, but that's okay. One of our archers took some damage as well. Wow, these guys are still hanging on. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Took a little bit more casualties. The main thing is I'm glad I didn't lose that mage boy. He started they focused fire on him and focused fire on him and burned through his health very, very quickly indeed. So I need to be a little bit more careful about running my mage forward like that in the future. But it's okay. We could take the casualty replenishment here, which is, we don't desperately need that probably. I think I'll continue to take the treasury and the
They are
influence.
free to go.
And we gained more ranks. Units recruited, equipment gained, deaths in battle, decisive victory. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do our ranks here first.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
I think we will give you... I might want to give you the missile resistance at this point. Your melee attack and defense are pretty decent, but you're going to be vulnerable on your horse to missile fire. I think I'll go ahead and do that. I usually prioritize that fairly early. Okay, this noble, I do want to use him in battle, but that doesn't mean that I don't also want to increase trade. Because that's a faction-wide bonus, isn't it? No, it's just in the
A
local
glorious
province.
victory.
Okay, maybe I won't prioritize it. Okay, let's go ahead and give you hard to hit,
Protector of the Evergreen.
and you definitely need the missile resistance. I think we've learned an important lesson there from you, from this last battle. You don't have any skills up. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get moving up in this direction.
I'm surrounded by fools.
Avathir at this point should be ours for the taking.
Fear
Do I
the
want to
might
switch any of
Half-One.
my... I'll tell you what we can do here.
Shield of
We
Alaric.
can put you... Oh, we can't. We can't switch our stance. Can you switch stances?
High Elven Archmage.
You can switch
Do
stance,
not
okay.
tarry.
We want you to get all the way up here to the edge, where you'll still replenish. Actually, the replenishing is not even
For
super
my
important for
queen.
you, is it? I'll still, I kind of think that even if I
know my
leave
destination.
you here in our territory, moved you a little bit too far there.
Destiny lies there.
There we go. You'll get the replenishment, and you should still be close enough to attack next turn.
Servant of the
Supported by Tyrion. I
My
don't think
journey shall
Tyrion's going to
continue.
be able to reach. I would prefer to make the attack with Tyrion, but if it takes longer for him to get there, then we'll go ahead and launch the attack with Mantressa. If they were to
An
attack
archmage is
Mantressa,
accustomed
Tyrion's
to
actually not
victory.
close enough to
Master of
support.
magic.
I don't think that's going to be a concern. That army is
denied.
obviously... No, they're not going to grow enough. Even if they did like some raising dead or something, they're not going to grow
day
enough
is
to be able to take
ours.
out that army, I don't think. Okay, you guys, we're just prepared for you to grow next turn. Same thing here. Do I want to go ahead and do this? Increases control. It does also increase our income. It would increase it by a total of 75, well, plus the 41%, so a little bit more than 100. 28 turn payoff. Gives us a little bit of extra campaign movement range. It's not really a priority. I'm going to wait. Save our money to make sure that we can build everything that is a higher priority first. 2 turns away from being able to re-recruit that Lord. We're in fine shape over there with our forces. Let's go ahead and just check how strong... Yeah, Count Noctilus is in very bad shape right now. This fleet down here that is sailing away from us is his only remaining army as far as it looks to me. Let's go ahead and check our quick deals here. Tiranoc, no. Kathik, unfortunately still not interested. They are trading with the others. Let's see if we
have a
can...
proposal for the Asur. How delightful.
It would cost us 3,000. No, I'm not going to pay 3,000 to get a trade agreement going with them just yet.
Alariel.
The Dread Fleet's pretty close to wanting peace, but we'll do that after we take whatchamacallit here. Avathir, okay. I may make peace with them at that point, though, because I don't want to be pursuing them towards the... What's the graveyard thing called? The ship graveyard? Is that the Galleon's graveyard? That's his home. Okay. I don't love the idea of leaving an enemy down there, but I just cannot focus on sending all my armies down that way with all of the other armies, or with all the other enemies up here on Ulthuan. Okay, so I just want to see who else he's at war with, if anybody. Nope, just the High Elves. And Kari here is only at war with the High Elves as well, and they're allied with the Scourge of Cain. The Scourge of Cain also at war with all the High Elves. and allied with Inkari. Okay, well, we need to help. This is the main thing. We need to help Alarielle with her enemies up in the north. That needs to be our next priority after we take Avathir and make peace with Noctilus, I think. Let's go ahead and do a save. Check our rights out. Experience gained for units. Army ability Vol's hammer during siege battles, which we don't have any of those coming up. Armor, yeah, certainly not worth 5,000 gold. Immune to attrition, casualty replenishment rate, corruption. Kind of nice to have, but again, not worth the money that it would cost. So let's go ahead. I think. Do we want to build? No, we don't need to build an outpost in with Avalorn. Let's go ahead and end our turn again. I think we're coming up on an hour now, so I may do the battle for Avathir in the next episode. Okay, that's a good sign. Finally. Finally, all is right with the world. She has retaken her lost settlement. He is continuing to sail away. He is running away up there. That suits me fine. He's basically giving us Avathir. And we've got them on the run up, the Scourge on the run up in the north. I should say Alarielle has them on the run up there. Okay, Nemesis Crown, obviously not going to be something that we're going after anytime soon. Population surplus is definitely good. Speaking of which, we'll go ahead and do this. And which one of you do I want to upgrade first? Don't think the Shrine of Assyrian is in any danger. The Tower of Lycene. I think I'm going to be able to get away with not building a garrison building there. I don't love it being vulnerable to attack from the water here, but surely we would be in a position to control the water, the inland sea here, so let's go ahead and pick the right one here, Michael. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Tower of Lycene, and we'll probably build a military building here, maybe the barracks. Probably the barracks. If I take a look at Lothern here, we want to be building, this is unit agnostic. We want to be building Gate Guard and Lothern Sea Guard in this province. So we could also build this then in one of these minor settlements, which would allow us to recruit the Gate Guard. They're 250 per turn in upkeep, compared to the Lothern Sea Guard are 200. But these guys are they really any stronger? Missile and spear infantry. Weapon strength 45, missile strength 33 versus... Yeah, they're a little stronger than the Lothern Sea Guard. I don't know. We'll decide that at the beginning of the next episode. I'm leaning towards recruiting the Lothern Sea Guard first because between this building right here and Tyrion, we can get +8 ranks to Lothern Sea Guard.
Magic in purest form.
And then we'll start once Tyrion is like away from this area and not going to be doing the recruiting anymore. Then we'll maybe switch over to Gate Guard. Okay, so in terms, he cannot reach. So what he'll do instead is just move up like this.
I bring Azurian's fire.
obviously can reach, and Tyrion would join the battle. So this is what we're going to do. We'll start the next episode then with this battle right here. We shall
They will suffer the might of
take
sacrifice.
Avathir. I don't know whether we want to run down this army. He might just keep trying to run away. It's not really an army worth worrying about right now. We might see if they'll peace out with us right after we take Avathir. They probably will move that army away then. Yeah, that's the plan. If they don't want to buy us off for peace, then maybe we'll start running this army down. But the main thing that we want to do then is press on and try to help out in the war against probably the Scourge of Cain first. They're closer to us. And after we take care of them, we can just push on and try to fight Slaanesh up there. And maybe, haven't decided for sure, we might leave Tyrion down here while sending our other lords up that direction and put Tyrion in a position to recruit lots of Lothern Sea Guard. Our economy is looking strong. We can continue to... I tell you what we could do. We could probably go ahead and do this now as well. I think I'll leave this for now, because I'm probably going to want to upgrade this build. Actually, maybe I don't. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe we switch this back to growth. Because I'll leave this for the time being, but actually long term, probably what I'm going to want to do is switch this out to a military building, or at least one of the buildings that belong in a major settlement, of which the High Elves have plenty. All right, well, I think we're going to leave it there for this episode. Things are looking still quite good. A little bit slower than in vanilla, but I think we're on the right track here. So again, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.